N Caz, football focus.
Where the focus is, and
As
always, football. All right. Week 6. Obviously, our Saints didn't play this week. I see you sipping on something delicious.
Got that drink in my cup.
Yeah, week 6 went by, and obviously the Saints had a bye, so you know what I'm saying. We in a good mood.
Yeah, a better mood than it was
2 weeks ago.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So, like I said, they go in playing Tampa this week. You know, one of my, if everybody know me, one of my teams. You know, when the Saints was down, even though the Saints was still my hometown team, I had love for my Bucks. You know what I'm saying? But I just think, like I said, I know we're going to get to our game picks, but I just want to get just a little spoiler alert that I will pick my Saints. I think they, like I said, they 1-4. Defense, they got a bye week so they can get their stuff together. You know what I'm saying? So, I just think they need to just keep up with Atlanta. Atlanta 6-0, they off. You know what I'm saying? So they off this week, so they got to keep paused.
I don't think the focus should be keeping up with Atlanta. I think the focus should be let's just take it one game at a time and get back to 500.
Right.
And then when you get back to 500, then you can start making other plans to see what you want to be, see where you want to go. Of course, the focus is you want to win as many games as you can, but you got to remember we got 3 losses to NFC conference teams.
Right.
We can't afford to lose one more game. We can't afford. If we do, we got to run roughshod. We got to go 11-5.
Right.
And with the way our defense is right now, that's gonna be close to impossible. I can't say it won't be. I'm not gonna
Cruise.
Yeah. We need Tom Cruise. Yeah. But like I said, we got to start compounding wins, and then we're going into. We got to play a tough division in the NFC East. We already lost to the Redskins. So it means we got to beat the Eagles, we got to beat the Giants, and we got to beat the Cowboys.
Right.
That's imperative that we beat those 3 teams. Number one. Then on top of that, we got to play cleanup in our division.
Yeah.
We already down one Carolina, so we got to split with them.
Yeah.
I don't know if we can afford to split with any other team in our division.
I don't think you can. I don't think you'll be able to split. I think you're gonna do like you did last year.
Right.
You're gonna have to run. You're gonna have to go run and just play all of them.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like I said, like I put on Facebook earlier this year when they lost to the 49ers. That one game that they lost to the Bucks when Peyton got hurt. That one game is the one game that made a difference between them being at home against the 49ers than being away. Like I said, I know the Superdome is not invincible like it used to be. Obviously now, maybe Peyton, y'all seen Peyton at the game. But last year, man, I mean, we was putting 40 burgers on everybody. We put a 62 burger up on Indy, even though they didn't have Peyton. But you right though.
Peyton, the man doesn't play defense, does he?
Right. That's true. But it's just so that's like my big boy said. One game, you gotta take care of your division, and you gotta make sure you get a home game. Obviously, the Saints are not gonna get a home game this year,
obviously,
because they 1-4. But like I said, I don't. It's never too late where you can run the table. Right. I mean, look at what the Giants. You know what I'm saying? Giants, and like you said earlier in the year, it's not how you start, it's how you finish.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So they might have a rough start, but then if you get a couple of lucky breaks. You just never know what can happen. Like I said, we never give up. Never give up on our Saints. You know what I'm saying? But like I said, we pick the games real quick.
Yeah, sure.
All right.
Yeah.
All right. We got
I'm going undefeated this week.
Yeah. We got tomorrow night Seattle versus San Francisco. Who you got?
I got San Francisco. They gonna get revenge. Don't get me wrong, Russell Wilson. Sky's the limits for that dude.
Yeah, I agree.
Pete Carroll needs to open up the playbook, but for the life of me, I can't understand. This guy, you drafted this guy.
Right.
Okay?
Right. Early, right?
Early. I think it was second round. Something like that. Yeah. You made him your starter at the beginning of the season. That's like having a teenager. Tell him, son, it's imperative that you get your driver's license. Okay, Dad, I got my driver's license. Can I drive your car? No. What's the point of you getting a driver's license?
Right, yeah, look at the picture.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying? To say you got it. Yeah. You have a top tier quarterback, a future top tier quarterback, and you just not giving them the keys to the offense. I would have did that from week 1. Man, look, go out there, sling that rock, kid. They already told you too short, can't throw the ball. Man, get out there and prove all them boys wrong. That would have been the difference between them being undefeated, and having the record that they have now. Even though their record is not bad,
I mean, they fighting for first place.
They still fighting for first place. But give that man the keys to the offense. Let him run rough shot. Let him go crazy. Okay. Sorry. So I got Seattle. No, excuse me. I got 49. So even though 49 still gonna win, I like that boy Russell Wilson.
Like I said, we said that in our first show. Yeah. I mean, I picked him to win the division. You did too. I think you did too.
Yeah, I think so. And like I said, one more thing. One more. Like I said, one more thing. I think Russell Wilson might be one of my first picks next year in fantasy football. Wow. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. All right. Next we got Green Bay at St. Louis. Ugh. I'm going with Green Bay. Because look like I ain't gonna say they Green Bay has been kind of inconsistent. Yes, they win one, lose one. Yes, you know what I'm saying? So I'm gonna go with them. I'm gonna go even though they're away. I'm gonna go with Green Bay. I'm gonna go with Green Bay.
Oh man, you know what? I'm gonna go with Green Bay also in a close one. I like what Jeff Fisher is doing with the St. Louis Rams. He got them guys looking like a totally different team.
Yeah.
I like what they're doing. I like what they're doing.
Okay, we got Arizona at Minnesota.
Arizona and Minnesota?
Damn. I'm going to go with Minnesota.
I'm going to pick Arizona on this one. I think they rebound. Minnesota's a good team, good defense. Christian Pond is playing out of his mind right now. But
Redskins made him look.
Yeah. You know what I mean? But I'm going to go with Arizona.
Okay. Baltimore at Houston.
This is going to be a different. This is a very, very hard pick for me. But I'm sorry, I'm gonna have to go with Houston. Ray Lewis being out for the season.
Well, out for a couple of weeks.
6 weeks or whatever. Remain the season. Darius Webb being out for the season.
I think Haloti Ngata might be out for a week or two.
Yeah,
you don't have subs.
Yeah, I mean, I just think that it's too much for Ed Reed to do. On his own.
I'm gonna go with Baltimore.
You gonna go with Baltimore?
Yeah, I got stick with him. All right. Obviously, it's Tampa. New Orleans at Tampa.
New Orleans, man.
You know what I'm saying? So that just I figured you would say that. So I got New Orleans too. Cleveland at Indianapolis.
Man, Cleveland at Indianapolis. I'm gonna go with Indy.
You think they're gonna bounce back?
Yeah, I think they're gonna bounce back. Yeah.
All right, I'm gonna go with Indy too. Just because boy Luck.
Yeah.
Luck is a beast. Yeah. Tennessee at Buffalo. I'm gonna go with that's a tough one, but I'm gonna go with Buffalo.
You gonna go with Buffalo?
I'm gonna go with Buffalo.
I'm gonna take Tennessee. In another close one.
Okay. Tennessee's
yeah, they all what they are.
Yeah. Dallas at Carolina. I'm going with Dallas.
Really?
Yeah.
You know what? I'm gonna pick Carolina. I think Cam gets off his slump and really shows why he was the top draft pick. But first things first, Cam. We gotta stop all that dancing.
Right.
All that celebrating. Right. Look, dude, you're a premier talent. I'm gonna tell you, fans. I'm gonna tell you a secret. You might not know this. When the CBA went into effect last year, you know what I'm saying, and when the contracts were getting told about the money, one of the reason why rookies are getting paid what they're getting paid now is because of Jamarcus Russell. Phenomenal talent coming out of LSU. That boy had a cannon like you wouldn't believe. He's the Jeff George of this generation. He got all that money, didn't produce. And I know for a long time, there was always the stigma on the black quarterback where it's like he couldn't read a playbook, couldn't read a defense. Lazy. Athletic as hell, but didn't have the intangibles to become a successful quarterback in the NFL. Warren Moon and Randall Cunningham. Those guys, what those guys did back in the day was phenomenal. You know, I mean, Warren Moon, he was a pocket passer. I mean, and the guy was just, you know, he was phenomenal. Randall Cunningham, one of the first prototype running scrambling quarterback. I mean, he was the first running quarterback to pass for what, 3,000, 4,000 yards.
Right, and run for 1,000.
Yeah, run for 1,000. You know what I'm saying? So, and you know, in the NFL era, Cam, Vic, all y'all guys need to go back and learn your history when it comes to that. Right. You know, Cam, you lose games. Okay, get used to it. You forget what division you in. Right. You forget who the teams you got to play twice a year. Right. You gonna lose games, but it's not how you lose the game. It's how you come back and respond in the game after that. Right. You know, get your stuff together, man. Get your stuff together. You know, I mean, look at where RG3 is doing. You know, he loses games. I mean, and you know, you don't see him sulking. No, he gets no. So
that's true.
Yeah, but I'm going with Carolina. I'm sorry I went a little bit long, but I'm going with Carolina. But Cam, get it together, dude. You're a great talent, and you're in a great situation, dude. Make the best of it.
Yeah, that's true. All right, we got Washington at the Giants.
You know what?
I'm going with the Giants.
You going with the Giants?
Yeah.
I'm going with Washington. I don't think they have any answers for RG3.
Yeah. I don't think they have any answers for Eli Manning.
Yeah, they might not.
Or Victor Cruz. Anyway, we got 4 more games. Jacksonville at Oakland.
Man, do I have to?
Unfortunately, you do.
Oakland.
Yeah, I'm going to go with
Oakland in the snooze fest.
Yeah, that's a snooze fest. We got the Jets at New England.
Oh, man, New England in a blowout.
See, New England's been inconsistent like the Packers.
Yes, they have. But you know what? They're showing their age.
Yeah.
New England.
All right, Sunday night, got Pittsburgh at Cincinnati.
Now, that's going to be a good one. That's going to be a really, really good game. You know
I'm
what?
going with Pitt.
You going with Pitt? Damn.
Pitt ain't going to lose 2 games in a row, man.
Well, I don't know. You know
even though they ain't look the same, they ain't been inconsistent too, but I don't think they're going to lose 2 straight games.
Troy Polamalu's out. I think he's out.
I think,
yeah, man. AJ Green going to run wild on that. On
so you going with Cincy?
I'm going with Cincy.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, Detroit at Chicago Monday night. I'm going with Chi-Town.
Yeah, I'm going with Chi-Town too, man. Even though Detroit puts up a good show, but
see, they in Chicago.
Yeah,
you know.
Yeah,
so it's going. You know what I'm saying? That's gonna be a hard one, but
yeah.
All right, well, like I said, we gonna end up the show on this. I was watching. Obviously, everybody knows from Facebook that I have DirecTV, so I have the Direct ticket. I got the TV thing. Game, and I can watch all 8 games at one time, and obviously they put the best games on.
Of course.
So I was watching the games, man, and I had like all the boxes, man, and obviously I'm in fantasy football, so you know I have a vested interest in even the boring games like Arizona and Buffalo last week. I had a vested interest in because I had Stevie Johnson and I had the running back. So I say that to say this: they had so many games, man, that came down to the last minute. You know what I'm saying? That's why I love the NFL. A lot of people say baseball is America's pastime and stuff like that. I just want to say that they need to get a Coke and a smile and shut up. Because NFL football, people, that's all people talk about. You know what I'm saying? I mean, it'd be the talk of the town for like 20 weeks. You know what I'm saying? I mean, if you could put, if NFL preseason games overdoes baseball games that's in a regular season, then you know. With sport.
Well, let's think about it for a second. They don't talk about baseball until the pennant races.
Right, in October.
Like in October. Right. Baseball isn't relevant until October.
Right.
And the only reason why they pay attention to baseball has June and July.
Yeah, by themselves.
Yeah, right. And they can barely keep up with a preseason game in the NFL.
That's what I'm saying.
The Hall of Fame game gets more. They have more people pay attention to the Hall of Fame game more than they pay attention to a baseball game.
Right.
You know, and everybody, you know, like I said, they really don't start focusing on baseball until October.
September, October.
But it's still being overshadowed by football.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I mean, football is You can say baseball is America's pastime all you want, but I guarantee you ask if you had a choice, as a person, would you go to a baseball game or a football game? First thing they're gonna ask you who's playing. Let's say the Yankees and whoever, or you got the Giants and Cowboys. I guarantee you, I'm gonna see the Giants and Cowboys.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So NFL, wonderful sport.
Yeah.
I just think that, me personally, I just think that we need to get a commissioner.
Yeah.
Pays attention to the needs of the fans as well as the players. Yes, I understand he's appointed by the owners. Okay, that's fine, but there wouldn't be any owners without the fans.
Right.
And that's what, you know, to branch off what you're saying.
Yeah.
I have a friend of mine, man, Terry Martin, real good dude. I consider him like a bro. And me and him talk all the time. You know, he's a Pittsburgh fan. But the issue I want to bring up is, and I say this all the time, the future can be yours if you know how to count. If the fans can count and get together and be like, you know what, we don't like what the commissioner's doing, so we're not going to go to the games.
Right.
You don't go to the games, owners lose money.
Right.
Owners lose money, commissioner has to fix it.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So there's things you can do. Same thing with the players. You don't. Well, you got a guard together for the next 10 years.
I hope not.
You know, but I don't see nobody trying. I mean, the only person I see trying to fight is Vilma and Vegeta. And unfortunately, Vegeta just had a career injury with his neck.
Right.
So, but you know, you don't like what's going on. Count. He's one person.
Right.
You got a 53-man roster. If all 53 men be like, you know what, we don't like what Roger Goodell did, we ain't playing.
And like I said, there's a lot of people in the league, like you said, like the piggyback off there, a lot of people in the league that don't agree and don't like what he's doing.
Right, but you know what they say? I'm getting paid. Right. It don't affect me.
Right. Like I said, I think eventually it'll change. Right. You know what I'm saying? But like I said, the main reason, you know, we say that to say this. Like I said, the game NFL is the best game on earth.
Yeah. Best product. Best product.
Best product. And like I said, my family knows this, I go in deep depression after the Super Bowl. You know what I'm saying? Because there's no more football. I have to watch Lifetime or watch, what's the other channel? I have to watch ID with my wife. So,
I mean, and unfortunately, you know, with the way things are now, Madden can't curb that thirst.
They really can't.
Just the way the Madden plays, Madden doesn't curb that doesn't curb that appetite.
Right. So
it used to.
It used to, but it don't.
But it don't anymore.
Yeah. So like I said, we you know, all these games was on, and like all of them were close.
Yeah.
You know, and that's what I love. You know, you can go to watch every game and every second is vital.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So like I said, I was just gonna give my shouts out to NFL football because it was watching it this Sunday, and just like I'm sure it's gonna be this Sunday and Monday. It was great games. Even the Broncos and the San Diego Chargers game Monday night. You know what I'm saying? It was a good game.
Oh, the ultimate testament of saying you play for 60 minutes.
Right. Yeah.
You know, the biggest comeback in NFL history. Right? That game?
I don't know.
I think that's what they were saying it was.
It was close. Well, the biggest comeback was wasn't it the Buffalo?
It was the Buffalo.
That was a playoff game, but
yeah, it was.
This day was down 24. I watched the game. I actually went to sleep on the game because I thought it was over.
Right.
You know, Mike Gates got his points, so I was good to go.
Right.
It didn't even matter. But like I said, we gonna end off the show on that, and like I said, we'll see y'all next week.
Yeah, no doubt. No doubt.
Peace out.